Question: can you give advice to Allah? What would you say? Oh Allah, I think you made the neck of the giraffe a little too long. And what's up with the seed inside the mangoes? Too big. Smaller, so we got more of the goodie there, huh? This is stupid. That's ridiculous. You know and I know you don't advise Allah about anything. And then how do you give advice to the book of Allah? How? And how do you give advice to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He's the Prophet of Islam, plus the fact that he's been dead for 1400 years. How do you use that word and say you're going to give advice to him? And how will you advise the leaders of the world? And you never met them and you never will. Most of us will never meet any of these guys. Very few. So how are you going to follow this? This is an order from Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's telling you, Deen al-Nasiha. This deen is Nasiha. It is Nasiha. That's a condition of it. And so far we haven't found anything we can do. The only one left is to the general public. Well, then you still got a problem because you could never reach all of them. I know, because I try all the time with our websites. So the scholars have told us the meaning of the word. In this case, in English, it means more like sincerity or dedication. A dedication, a sincere dedication to Allah, His book, His messenger, the people in authority, and the general public. That fits. So when somebody's telling you half of a hadith and giving the wrong meaning to it, and telling you that they know things that you don't know, and they're going to, come on, already you got a problem. There's another hadith. As the Jews and Christians divided themselves into 71 or 72 groups, the Muslims will divide into 73, and all of them will be in hellfire. Illa wahid. Except for one. The one that me and my companions are on today. Now, how many of you heard this hadith? You heard it? Okay. This is a good hadith. But how do you understand it? Right away, someone says, see that hadith? Proves that we're right. How? Because our group is only on Quran and Sunnah. So what do you think every other group is on? The yellow pages? Yes, we know that people are divided up into groups. We know that. And we know from this hadith that all these groups are going to hell. All of them. The only group not going to hell are the ones that are following what Prophet ﷺ and his companions actually did. There's no doubt about that. But how do you understand it? And this is why you have to have real scholars. Not somebody who just decided to grow his beard last week. Not somebody who just started praying a month ago. Not somebody who spent half of his life in a bar and now all of a sudden he got religion, he's going to come tell you all this stuff that he heard in a dars or a symposium or some lecture, came to hear Yusuf Estes and he became an expert. Duh. And this is what we've seen. In the last 20 years, we've seen these wannabe guys. I don't call anybody Wahhabi, I call them wannabe. You wish. You wish to be like the early companions of Muhammad. They call them Salafi. You heard about this name, Salaf? Salaf as-Salih. How many of you know what is Salaf as-Salih? You know what it means? It's a very good term. Salaf is the most righteous of people. Very righteous. They are the predecessors, literally before us. Before us. Righteous. Salih is righteous. Salaf, predecessors. So if somebody said, I'm Salaf, it means he's dead. How can you be your own predecessor? Can you? No. But if you said we're following the way of the Salaf as-Salih, what Muslim isn't? Any Muslim who's following Islam is following the Islam, hopefully, that it's coming from Muhammad through his companions and these righteous people. Whether you said, I want to follow Imam Shafi, Imam Abu Hanifa, Ahmad ibn Hanbal, Imam Malik, Imam Jafar as-Sadiq. If you said you're following really what he had, what is your problem? But if you said you are one, that's interesting. For two reasons. One, you're not dead. And the other one is, how do you get off calling yourself Saleh? Unless your mother named you that. Can you imagine somebody in English language translated? I'm a dead righteous person. Even though I wish to be like them, no doubt, I'm still not going to give myself a title that Allah didn't give us, the Prophet ﷺ didn't give us, and the Salaf as-Salih also didn't give us. They didn't call themselves that.